God forgive me. Oh well. This will take forever. Just to let you know. Oh, I need to add more water to the coffee. Give me a minute. If not a second. Because I have the water boiler in my room for some reason. Alright, welcome back everyone. Instead of working on missing data part 2, I decided all of a sudden to do some major changes. Not that major, but God forgive me. It will take some time. So, after thinking in my break about some of the stuff, I decided to change how the creatures and the weapons saved in the memory. So instead of using lists, I will use dictionary again, even though that was how the things work in the first time. But I changed it, I believe, to use link or something for a stupid reason. So this actually screwed up a lot of work, some of it more than 6 months ago, with the earliest work on the system, actually more than 6, around September. So 3 and 4, 7 months ago, and some of them just a few minutes ago in the missing data. So as you can see, there's a 68 errors at least. I changed the ones that deal with the load related. Actually, the save related to the file doesn't need to do anything different, but how to load the data is different. And it might screw up the save and load as well. So after I finish all these errors, I will stop the video. Hopefully it will take less than 60 minutes. And check if the save and load working. And then presume the work for today for the missing data. So because we are not dealing with lists anymore, we need to use for each key value thing, string creature, KC and JC, the game core creature AR, and we do this. Why is there double encapsulation here? I have no clue. So excuse me for a second, what the hell is this? Oh. Oh yeah, it's called 2. Because this one was here actually. So it was tab 2. Long time ago. So it filled these 2 boxes with the data. With the name, of course, which is the key in here. What the hell? Okay, event arc, what the hell? So alright, we need to do something similar. What now? Alright. I was using auto refill without checking what the heck is going on, and my bad. Yeah, I didn't add weapons object yet, did I? Nope. This is the blueprint for the weapons. There's no weapons. Well, equipments can considered. No, the eye accessory considered. Nope. We don't have a weapon object yet. So we have the blueprint for the weapon, but not a blueprint. For example, in Doom 2, because my brothers play Doom 2 all the time, Doom 2 from ID or id, have the blueprint of shotgun, and you know how the shotgun works, but there are several items of shotguns. There are several players have shotguns. So you need an object and you need a blueprint. So we have the blueprint, but I don't see the object yet. But this is not the whole issue in here. The whole issue is we need to fix a lot of crap. Oh god. Don't copy and paste randomly, will you? So we don't need these anymore. There is a lot of crap in here, no worries, no worries. And actually there is a bigger crap, type of crap that need to be fixed. Which we are going to it really soon. So this guy is totally screwed up. But the first thing I will do is to take it away from here actually. Oh wait, not this guy. The function itself. Okay. This guy. So this guy is living in the animation tab. Tab A2 or tab 3, the old one. I apologize again for the screwed up for the naming convention. They are not ordered, which will increase the magnitude of confusion by a lot. So this guy, we are going to move him just to pop up the number of errors. What the hell? It decreased. Oh well. You know that the error checker, when it gets stuck with some of the errors, it doesn't go further in the tree. And I will add it here for some convenience reasons, because I believe it doesn't belong to any tab. So what's going on? This guy remove all the items that using APs and refill them with the APs that we have. And later on we are going to do something too by making a general function for this crap. There's every AP combo box we are using, it uses this kind of commands. And look at that, because I'm changing the data structure, I need to change all the codes that are doing that. And it's exactly the same. The only difference is the pointer itself. So we are going to make a general function that sends this pointer in a parameter, and place the pointer depends on if the AP is a weapon or a creature. So we are going to replace all of these guys with one function. So let me copy the code and put it there. Just below or above this guy. And let's call it fetch get temp or get AP or load AP or find AP. I don't know. Find AP. So it take two things: the name and animated particle. And actually this thing is Boolean, and just for Shackle, let's do this. We will return later and do this, and then replace every code that uses this mechanism with the function call. But first, let's clear this one. God. Yeah. To be honest, I don't like the look of all the items like this, but I don't want to make a pointer and a pointer list just to save some few lines, to be honest. So let's do it manually, should we? So is it the class or is it the class? Yeah, the class, sorry. I don't want to confuse myself more than this. One of the days I will replace this with JC, these two. But I didn't want to confuse myself, so I didn't do that. So instead of this, the whole thing actually, we will use the CK key, and that's it. Because the key exists in both, inside the object and the key for the dictionary. So it slips in here and in here. And one of the main reasons why I didn't or change the what I was going to say, I hated when I cut my sentence on the stream. One of the reasons why I changed it from dictionary to list, I was like, oh, let's save some data from the file. And to be honest, it could be saved in the file once, but the way how I load the data, I need to go around some of the stuff in the tokenizer. But later on, I updated my tokenizer and made it to beak on something without pop it up from the stack. So yeah, because I updated like that, I was like, actually this is one of the silliest reason, and it has been solved already because we update our system. I need to replace my old decryption, which is disabled right now, and I believe I forgot to add sugar to my coffee. So here we are, making the changes because of changing the data structure from a list to a dictionary, and we will face all kinds of changes now thanks for this. Hopefully we won't find any changes required in the save or load file, because that will screw up my video and I might not upload it after that because of that, if that happens. Yeah, all of it, I don't like any of this. This is just redundancy over redundancy over redundancy. I hate it. But what to do? I mean, this part, if it is a weapon or creature. So what we are going to do, we just going to add the name in here and just forget about it. Same in here. I wish if I just order it and organize it in a better way, and instead of having two different codes. But you see, dealing with arrays of components in the new Visual Studio is not like the old days of dealing with the array of components in Visual Basic 6. So in here, we have save. What if this thing doesn't exist? That's the problem. The thing is, I'm sure it does exist because of several reasons, but there is a few problems in here. We cannot change the name of a dictionary item. This is a little bit of a problem. A little bit. That means this won't work. So what should I do with this? No, seriously, what should I do with this? The key of the dictionary doesn't change. Maybe this is another reason why I changed it to the list. Look at that. I didn't fix even two different stuff and I'm already stuck. The first thing that I thought about the problem when I saw that, let's delete it and add it, and then I remembered something. Wait a second. I don't want the order changed, because if you delete something from the dictionary and you add it again, the position will get different, and I want the same position on the list. So every time you load them, you don't see them shuffled. And I want some kind of order. That's the main reason why I changed it from dictionary to list. Because whenever I deal with the map simulator, I want to see order. If I add the main character first, I don't want to see it last all of a sudden because I changed its name or whatever. I don't know how the heap work behind the scene in the dictionary. And there's no way to reorder the items in the dictionary or has set. And that's why I changed it to the list. Now I remember why I made the whole thing. But apparently I need to sacrifice that now, unfortunately. So let's do the thing. First of all, we need to return if the name didn't get changed. So what we are going to do, we already have I'm tired. I'm sorry. My focus is a little bit down. I'm quite tired of this. We could use this and we could use something else. But let's use this because my thinking is zero. My processor, my mind processor, even the words are failing me. Just even the words are failing me, or even the words failing me. You see, now grammar failing me. God. Alright. So what we are doing now is, if we didn't change the name, we don't delete the thing. We should. Damn it. See? Issues. We're having issues. So instead of this, let's do this. If we didn't change the name, God, creature item clears. Let's see what's going on. I don't see any kind of replacement of the data for the creature. Maybe the replacement is down. Yeah, the replacement is going down here. Because this thing is a pointer, so it changed the data manually one by one instead of changing the whole object, which I'm not very fond of it. So what we are trying to do is we are going to delete the whole object if it doesn't have the same name. But if it does have the same name, then we don't need to change the name of the object, and that's it. Actually, we don't even need to do any of these. So actually it will just do continue, I guess. Actually, yeah, we don't need the whole thing. So let me fix my head a little bit. So only if it doesn't have the same name, it will delete and do whatever. If not, it'll just skip this madness. So what is this madness? This madness is useless now, but let me keep it now for as a reference. So we have a pointer to the object, right? And we have the name from the pointer. And the pointer, we need to change it into a creature because it doesn't have a name by itself, and there are some reasons for that. And now we need to add a new one, and this is the biggest issue. So to add a new one, we cannot call this function, unfortunately. Hey, why not? Actually, why not? I might just click it, like clicking the button of. Let me try to do that. And this is only when we don't have. We have different names, and because of that, we need to reinitialize the list and then return, because we don't want to do anything else other than that. So let's reinitialize the list in a different way. And once again, we just need the name, and we can delete this. So it's absolutely the same thing in down, except that we are using the weapons in here. Later on, I need to call it weapons class. And if the name is the same, we don't need to delete the whole thing and add it. And instead, we just change the data in here. So we need to give a pointer to the damn thing. Actually, the pointer didn't change, so we don't need to do anything else. This requires some testing, and God forgive, it will take forever. So let me add testing list in here for this major changes. One. How do I get the font bigger? Okay, whatever. Font Control plus network. AP saving to AP deleting. Even though I drank good amount of coffee, I still have a headache and I still feel damn tired. I believe the resistance stuff. I really don't want to do this stuff, but what to do? What to do? Oh, this is the missing data part, which we are going to. Nah, just okay. Keep it. Just keep it. Keep it. Keep it. All right. Delete. Hopefully delete won't be that complicated. We change this into text, and hopefully that's it. Hopefully. And instead of reinitializing only this list, this thing reinitialize. Wait a second. I need to initialize the whole list and save too, because it changed some of the data. Yeah, I need to initialize everything in here. Wait a second, it doesn't delete the name, so yeah, it doesn't change. No, this one changed the name, yeah. But this one doesn't, so we don't need this in here. Yeah, programming. It's so fucking fun. Um, Here, whenever I select one of these guys, and select data update. What the hell is this? Oh, this is for, I believe, the viewer. Once again, it should be text. And we don't need text in here. We need the key, but it's exactly the same. I mean, yeah. Once again, I'm just checking if there is any possible screwing up bars in here before I just continue. So I'm reading my code and checking if what am I doing is correct and there's no issues. I should go and read what the hell is this, but I believe this is, oh, it says here. Yeah, this is for drawing the data on the viewer, the rectangles and everything. What's in here? Oh no, sorry, this is to load the data on the screen. Yeah. So as long as I'm using a pointer, it doesn't matter. Because I'm still pointing to the creature. So it used to be living in the list, now it's living in the dictionary, doesn't matter. So next, I smell a problem in here. No, this is a sprite and the sprite is living in the list, it's alright. So here we are in the animation tab. So we don't have an issue in the animated vertical tab. So let me close it for good. And the first issue we have when I click on add, I'm sorry, the code is a little bit weird. Let me see what the hell is going on. Mm, Something is bothering me like a lot. The whole thing can be replaced by the Tim AP. So, and instead of saying this, we can actually use our first yeah, I don't have a Tim AP in here, and that's the issue. You see, this is one of the oldest code in here, and all the old code use Tim AP, and this one is using these two. So I might screw up the whole code now just because I'm sick of my old work. And I'm just can't think anymore, and I apologize for that. So this thing exists before, and I don't remember where does it exist, to be honest. So let me go and check where does it exist. Wow. We found the source of all problems in the world. Apparently the viewer is using TimAB as a Timber AP that it deals with. Shut up, cell phone. So this is a serious issue in here. Because we are not dealing with this anymore, because we are using what do you call it, the parentheses. Nowadays we usually send the animated particle in here, or maybe not. So let me remove this and check where is Tim AP exact is. Oh wow, this will make a lot of issues. This is totally wrong. Yeah, you're trying to make some changes and you get surprised with a very, very serious problem. No wonder sometimes we get random crashes because of a rogue pointer like this one. This pointer doesn't have any kind of encapsulation, and all the pointers I'm using doesn't have encapsulation, physical ones, but they only used in their own region. I didn't encapsulate them because I didn't encapsulate them, no need for that. The names and the numbers should be more than enough. But this, my friends, is my oldest work in animation. Before I got the idea, hey, this thing can be even bigger and better and more complex and more data driven. So this is when I was thinking that the system won't take 2 weeks. And I start working on that in this September. Once again, 7 months. I still not done with it. So apparently it's only used in this page and tab 3. What is tab 3? Well, the old tab A2. Sorry, the new tab A2. So all of them are using this. And that's why we're having this issue of yeah. So what's going on? This guy is using TIMAP and the viewer loading the data from TIMAP as if the only guy who's using the system is this guy, the viewer system, which is viewing the pictures. And this need to die, this need to die, this need to die. So what am I going to do? I will keep this one on so I can see them. I know. And change them. No, I cannot change them, can I? I'll go to the viewer and change them to TIMAP. This is the new work. Tab master. Yeah. Give me a second. So this guy is the guy who's responsible on changing the timer AP, and we need to change this out sooner or later to make the play button works with all the tabs. It will take some time. And this guy exists in the animation section. And this guy will exist in the animation section after I'm done with this. So this guy, we will change it later on into TIMABV, but not right now. And instead, we are going to the viewer, view picture, and change all of these guys into TIMABV. And anything that's related to this idiot, we will change it into. This is the, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, give me a second. Push, god. Select date update. Yeah. What the hell is this? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oh God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we already have Team AB 2 and 3, right? I just want to check for the variables, damn it. Yeah, we already have 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. So, yeah. Um, yeah. I believe I'll use 0. So in here, we are going to change this idiot. The problem is I have too many colors in here, so it's really hard to see what's going on. But this guy is going to be temp0. I should made a version copy of my code before all of these major changes. Because to be honest, if I screwed up badly by adding too much things while I'm so tired to even keep my eyes open. Well, I'm not that tired, but to be honest, I really want to lay down and sleep. I'll forget about this crap. I'm doing changes without thinking that much, and this is kind of bad. Especially on a code that I've been working on for a while now. So, anything that is in the viewer should change into Tim ABV. If it's not the AP target in here. To be honest, I need a better look up from the top on the whole system. This is not good enough. This is not good enough. The system wasn't designed to be this complex. It wasn't designed to be this open. And it's my mistake. I always was praising myself, boosting myself that I keep my code open. But when I start doing this system and made the viewer tab, I didn't made it that open, unfortunately. I made it only to work with 2 tabs, this one and this one, because I didn't know all of these guys will exist. Neither these ones on the top, so my vision was a little bit shallow, and now I'm paying for that. So let's get away from the rectangle calculations and start doing the major things. So what we are going to do, we are going to call this Tim ABV. Take these for the timer, so screw them. Take these. Should I keep them there or should I put them here? Oh well. Yeah, each function define its variable on above it, and this is God, a lot of variables in here, because these variables are working like pointers on what's going to be viewed. and I need to move from this to parentheses, and I need some cleanup, a major cleanup, unfortunately. The thing is, I didn't want to send all this data on parentheses, so I'm just upgrading them and use them again. Yeah, the system is a little bit messy. Sometimes I'm thinking maybe I should delete the whole thing and start over. The viewer. It might be easier actually to than fixing this mess because not only one page is using it, not anymore. Especially when I'm going to deal with the unit tester. Oh my god, it will be a nightmare. The whole thing I need to delete it and start over. But for now, let's focus a little bit on here. So this guy doesn't exist anymore, and this is the animation thing. So animated particle Tim AP, and we need to remove these two. That's been a lot of damn work. So instead of programming this crap, let's use the find AP function. So this one is actually a boolean, so we say if, and if this is true, we do these two functions. And something like this. Now we need to program this idiot. So what this idiot do? I'm checking what the hell is going on here. Give me a second. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I apologize. I need to do a lot of changes in here. I apologize. First of all, I want my sections. Update. The good news is I have 7 minutes only before I take a break. Add ABA, and this should be the last section. Initialize. okay. It's easier to do the opposite. So we take these one, and then add them at the end of this section. Check all track volume. Oh, this is, yeah. And here, God for God, yeah. Let me take initialize and do it at the end. I didn't click on insert, and yet it made the same function of eating the letters when you click on insert, but this is not the whole thing. Alright, let's what I was doing a few minutes ago. Oh yes, replacing the list with dictionary stuff. So what the hell is this? Yeah, the first one we should look at is this one. So let me take it, and it was the last code, seriously. The last code, because reinitialize is always the last one in my other sections, if not really close. And usually this is the first one. And this one is going to be replaced by the temp APA fine, or temp APA fine, something. So so here, instead of having these 3 lines, we are going to do the same thing. We are going to call temp AP or fine AP, and we are going to give it the name that we are checking, which is this one, and we are going to give the pointer that we need to update, and if it exists it will do these stuff. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, and we don't need these 3 lines. And I didn't make this function yet, so let me go back and do the thing. So yeah. One of the main issues of the whole system is when there's a name that the creature have and the name exists as a weapon as well, well, the system will only fetch the creature's names, or it will completely ignore the weapon ones. This is one of the main issue of the whole thing. So I need to prevent duplication. Do you know how annoying is that? I need to make several checks whenever I delete or add or save changes between weapons and creatures that they shouldn't duplicate. So yeah. So let me write that down. Maybe that's another reason why I prefer the list over this thing. Maybe not. Because they still using the find thing. But anyway, a lot of damn issues that I didn't even. I mean, look at the number of errors I have. So, there's actually a way to. There's a function that. Target value. So let me try it out. And the key is the AP name and AP. Oh, come on. It must be a creature. Oh, wait. But animated particle is... Sorry. A creature is an animated particle. Cannot I do that? I mean... I can cast it, but that doesn't make any sense. So, do you know, I'm fucking tired. I'm sorry to use the F word, but I'm damn tired. That's what I should say. So, if it contains a key, AP is equal to this sucker. And return true. We found a sucker. If not, we check if the weapons if the weapon exists, then we use this and return true. If false, then false. So here, let me see who's the first sucker use this function. So in here, we send the name that we're checking, and we send our own little pointer and check if we have a target, and if we do, we replace 4 lines with 1, and we will do that every time we check the AP. So I deserve a break for at least some minutes. This is part 1. See you in part 2.